As the state, we had concerns about sensitive information that will be revealed in court that directly impacts on the progress and the nature of investigations that must still be conducted. Hence, we are worried that we don't want such information out there in the public whilst investigations are ongoing.
But all the sensitive information that you refer to is already out in the public, and you can argue that this is the first time in a constitutional democracy that court processes are not open. Isn't this a step backward?
Well, I'm not in agreement that it is the first time, though I cannot prove it right now. But I believe that such applications are made in court where the media applies to film the proceedings, and obviously the decision lies with the presiding officer on that day, whether or not to grant media the permission to can film the proceedings. So it's not something out of the ordinary, and much as we respect the media's role to educate and inform the public, but we should also guard against it tampering with the strength of the state's case.
But Pindi, this is not an application. The magistrate, the state argued that we could not report on this case. In other words, someone who comes into court and live tweets, who is not a member of the media, is able to report on a matter, but journalists, professionals cannot. How is that logical?
Well, unfortunately, we are not in control of the kind of ruling made by the presiding officer.
But Pindi, your officer asked for it.
If you can give me a chance, Karen, let us help one another here. Unfortunately, the decision lies. We as the NPA as well were in the hands of the court. We only made our submission, and it was in the court's hands and in the presiding officer's hands to take a decision in that regard. And the kind of decision that he took, unfortunately, has got nothing to do with us as the NPA, besides the fact that he was in agreement with us that indeed there might be sensitive information that is contained in the state's affidavit which might have a negative impact to the processes of investigations as he ruled.
But Pindi, your state advocate made the argument that the media must be barred from reporting on this case. And as I said to you before, there was nothing in that affidavit substantially that could anyway be classified as sensitive that people didn't know already.
Unfortunately, what the media might find as nothing is enough evidence for the state.